Hello mga kasubs and welcome to the Sarsicles TV. My name is Mark and for tonight we will be listening and reacting to Jelly Roll and the song Same recommended by Carolyn, Bifano. Thank you for this recommendation. Also thank you to all our subscribers and viewers for the interaction. For those who are not yet subscribed, click or tap on the subscribe button for me. To our dear members and sponsors, maraming salamat sa extra love na pinapakita ninyo. Bumagsan sa inyo ito tenfold. And finally, check out Posh and Warm. It's another channel we have that features our adorable fur babies, Posh and Hio. Delicious coffee. And without any further delays, let's give the song a go in 3, 2, 1.
Forgive me, I've been drinking, back roading and thinking, remembering the band played on while the ship's sinking. No matter what I do, there's no escaping my past. I do everything I can and it keeps chasing my ass. I know my karma is constant for all the hearts that I broke, knowing I'll never be forgiven. That shit bothers my soul. When it's thrown up in my face, man, that shit fucks up my day. No matter what I do, I feel I'm only judged by mistakes. Even if the good outweighs it by 1,000,000 to 1, they still gon' hate me for the single fucking thing that I done. Even if the good outweighs it by 1,000,000 to 1, they still gon' hate me for that single fucking thing that I done. I try not to think of hard times. I try hard to let the past go. I thank God that I'm a changed man, but some days I'm that same asshole. The same old me, the same back road. A couple of crosses and a black road, singing the same old sad song. I must admit I'm infatuated with sad clowns. I guess they help me better understand my dad now. Those that entertain at the expense of pain, those that dance in the rain instead of just complain. My brother always said I was ahead of the game. Even before the fucking money hit, the jealousy came. Put it all on the line. There's no regrets in this shit, I admit. Besides the blessings, there was lessons in it. They said life is a marathon, tighten up cause you gotta run. I know that the dollar spins as fast as the dollar comes, while these other rap dudes in the strip club with a lot of ones. I'm just trying to buy a crib and start my kids in college fund for real. I try not to think of hard times. I try hard to let the past go. I thank God that I'm a changed man, but some days I'm that same asshole. The same old me, the same back road. A couple of crosses and a black road, singing the same old sad song. Can I be real for a minute? Release this passion within. My fat ass getting bigger. I need to get back to the gym. I'm looking at myself like, how the fuck this happened again? Baby mama got out of jail and she done relapsed again. I swear I'm telling y'all the truth. There's so much shit in the air. My father got leukemia. He just left critical care. Not to mention mama's got dementia. Man, she's always feeling sick. I try to help and pay the rent, but she's unhappy as it gets. I cannot complain because my daughter's doing great. Plus this music's such a dream. What the fuck you think it ain't? But please make no mistake, baby, after the show, I'm all alone on this road, heading back to my home. I try not to think of hard times. I try hard to let the past go. I thank God that I'm a changed man, but some days I'm that same asshole. The same old me, the same back road. A couple of crosses and a black road, singing the same old sad song.
And that's the end of the song. So in the last part, so as the video ended, there was a message, some information about the song. So it's some of the words are partially covered by the suggested video and playlist. So, but if you hover your mouse pointer over the that scroll bar thingy, you can see a preview and at least get an idea what's the message about. So it does say the song was written in the critical care unit 8 weeks before Buddy Deford lost his life to cancer. R.I. R.I.P. Pops. Okay. So this is my first time hearing the song. At first, I had a feeling this is somewhat either novelty of some sort, or maybe something that would be something that's pointed towards a person described to be you know an A. But so when the acoustic played, so I had a feeling, oh, okay, it has some that ballad-ish feel, somewhat like Seether's Broken. So it had that feel. So okay, so it's not novelty. And then as the beat came in, so it's kind of cool mixing two elements, acoustic guitar and a beatbox or a beat. So it's not it gave me that idea. Okay, so it's a nice combo, ballad with beat. Um, so there are several lines that caught me actually, but overall, I think it's kind of like straightforward that the song talks about the many struggles, the jelly roll, or the people he dedicates this to, the struggle that they had to go through, to be able to reform themselves, to change, to make them a better version of themselves, to learn from mistakes, and whether or not they have succeeded or they have achieved it, or whether they are still finding their way, or they're still on the path to that direction, or whether they have failed. This goes to them, to all of them, because it's all about the effort you put, the grit that giving it everything you got in order to achieve it. So some of the lyrics, I kind of dig, so being judged by mistakes, I think that's it's like human nature to lean towards the negative. So no matter how many times, how many good you have done, that single mistake is gonna like ruin everything. It's like gonna outweigh everything. It reminds me of this Black Mirror episode that I was watching. Joanne is awful. So there was an explanation there why the title is more on the negative. Like for example, if we are to make a title about, or a story about someone, so let's say Mark is awesome. The behavior of the audience towards that is kind of like, it doesn't lit up to certain brain cells or something. It doesn't fire them up, therefore they don't engage. Rather than when we put in a negative word like awful, Mark is awful, it does flare up the emotions, or whatever that study is, and thus getting the people engaged and then getting them hooked. So yeah, I guess it was a good explain. Watch the story. It's much better than my explanation, but it does, that part does make a lot of sense. Um, Not the exact words in the song, but it was mentioned to entertain at the expense of one's pain, or at the expense of pain. Again, yeah, that's the thing. For some reason, the engagement it's easier to engage people when it involves like negative stuff, like pain, fear. Not necessarily, they're not necessarily like negative, but it's associate. Let's just say it's more often associated on the negative. Fear, pain, anger, those kinds of stuff. Uh, And I think the chorus, I think it's also more not just for those people who are, you know, struggling, the underdogs and stuff. I think this message also goes out to the people who are not on that position, those who are on the position of more on judging people, right? You know, try to understand, or try to at least take it from their perspective. You know, learn some, you know, try to learn empathy, that one single action does not really, like, you know, tell the whole story, or it doesn't really define a person. And if we should learn to, you know, for give second chances, you know, although it's really hard, you know, hard to trust. But again, that's the thing about being human, you know, it's never easy. But it's always, you know, there's that there should always be, you know, hope that there is gonna be a positive change. Anyway, you know, enough of that. You know, it's good music. I like the beat, I like the tempo. It's a heavy message, but you know, just like his name, just like his name, Jelly Roll, you know, he's able to convey it in a nice way. You know, he makes it edible, easier to absorb, easier to digest, to process. And you know, even when it's a dark, deep and heavy topic, there's some sweetness in the way he conveys it. You know, maybe he's just, maybe just like a you know, just like a salesman. They have this. He has that sweet talk. So yeah, there you have it. That's my reaction. Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments. And if you haven't done it yet, these are the stuff you can do to show love to our channel. Please do as many as you can. Don't forget to tell your family and friends about the Sarsicles TV. Sharing is caring, and most importantly, stay safe, everyone. I'll see you on the next video.